gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, and many and millions of y'all all on this earth and around the world. Welcome to a channel where you can just vent and speak your mind so freely and expeditiously. Remember, it's not what's said, it's how it's said, so please be mindful and respectable to others as you want them to respect you as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in, view, check out, and watch the Carlos Stargell Show with your host, the boss with the hot sauce,
the king with the real thing,
the prince with all the sense, the hound with the crowd,
the dog with it all,
Carlos Stargell,
the last.
Cause when they made him, they broke the mold. So now it's time for the Carlos Stargell Show with your host, Carlos Stargell,
the last.
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
You have heard so much about him, but in a few minutes you're going to hear from him.
Holla if you hear that.
May I ride?
Talk to me, say something.
May I ride?
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
If y'all don't like me, well then fuck you too.
Chain on.
Yo, what's up, what's happening, how y'all doing? Tell me something good, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls. Welcome to a channel where you can just vent and speak your mind so freely and expeditiously. Yes, sit back and relax, cause it's gonna be a stone groove. Y'all didn't pay no money, so there's no need for y'all acting funny. And don't you dare be sour. Sit back and enjoy the Carlos Stargell Show with your host, Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Cause soon as they made me, they broke the mold. So now it's time for the Carlos Stargell Show with me, your host, Carlos Stargell.
The last.
And guess what, y'all? Guess what?
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
Sure do. Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all be? Tell me something good. Welcome to the Carlos Stargell Show. Yes, I'm your host, Carlos Stargell.
The last.
And I want to thank everybody who took the time to view, check out, and watch the Carlos Stargell Show. This is a channel where you can just vent and speak your mind so freely and expeditiously. And remember, it's not what's said, it's how it's said. So please be mindful and respectable towards others as you would like them to be respectable and mindful to you. So it's a two-way street, so works both ways. Anyhow, the temperature now is like in the upper 30s, in like the lower mid 40s up here in Burlington, North Carolina, but the high today should be like in the mid 50s. And I want to give all my love and shout outs to the people all across this country and all over the world, including Canada and Mexico. And I want to give my love and shout outs to everybody and all my family and my peeps in Atlanta, Georgia. Plus, I want to give shout outs to everybody whose birthday today, February the 21st. Happy birthday, y'all. And I think yesterday or whenever, I think this is the day when the death of Malcolm X, even though his birthday was May the 19th, but he died sometimes. Either on the 20th or the 21st, I know he was killed up in Harlem. Damn shame, but hey, it is what it is. Anyway, how y'all doing today?
I'm alright if y'all alright.
I tell y'all one thing. I know it's still kind of windy and cool, but at the same time, it's nice in Burlington, North Carolina. Oh, what I wanted to talk to y'all about too today. I just wanted to say that, yesterday, a person who I went live with, Keisha Myers, I just want to say, please keep her in prayer. She's still kind of shook up from Mother Barge's death. Me too, but you know I can't let it get the best of me because she's in a better place now. She's happy, and I miss her too, no lie, because she was a wonderful woman. And one thing I'm gonna tell you what she told me, and it still stick to my head today. She said, "Don't never let nobody take my smile." But like I told her, I'm not gonna allow that anyway because shoot, I'm Carlos. Can't look the Lord if the Lord didn't give it to me, they damn sure ain't gonna take it away.
Talk to me, say something.
That's right. But I will like to say this though. That's why that's why I tell people now. Don't wait till they leave this earth to give them their flowers. Give them their flowers while they still here. Oh hell. Excuse me, y'all. I hate when I hate to get interrupted when I'm doing my live, but hey, it is what it is. But just want to say, today is a good day and every day gonna be a good day. But just to let you know too. Now, what I want to talk about too, I'm like I said, I just want to say, I'm so glad. Like I was talking to a friend of mine, and he told me that good friends are hard to come by these days. But I told him too, I thank the Lord for the ones who are still here and the few friends who I have on this earth. Because a lot of my friends, either they gone to glory or they behind bars. And just to let you know, just to let you know, I just thank the Lord for life, health, strength, courage, knowledge, and wisdom. And I pray for the ones, who left this earth. My heart goes out to their families and their loved ones, and then the ones who behind bars. I pray for their families because I pray for them that you know that they, Lord, guide them in the time of need. Cause Lord knows, no family needs no kind of tragedy in their life, no matter what, on the real, for real. Because honestly, none of us are perfect, but you know, every family has its own issues, and that's on the real. We're not perfect, but what really gets me when they try to act like they all perfect, knowing and a lot of them got more issues than Right On and Jet Magazine. And like I said, we as people of color really need to do better. We really gotta, I'm just gonna say this right here. We need to learn to unite among ourselves before we can unite with anybody else, and that is so true. Everybody else can unite, but we can't. We too busy trying to down each other, keep each other down. We just like crabs in the barrel. One trying to make it, you got one trying to pull somebody down. That's a daggone shame.
Holla if you hear me.
Yes, I did say that, holla if you hear me. Cause it's the truth, the whole truth, and way past the quintessential truth. And I'm gonna say it one more time.
Holla if you hear me.
Right on. But anyway, y'all, just wanna let you know too, I just wanna give my heart and my love to the families too that's going through bereavement. Cause death is not nothing nice. But what I have a problem with, when they leave, is they want to fight over what they can get, but they don't want to fight. But they don't fight for who gonna take care of the sick when they leave this earth, and that's a daggone shame. And that's on the real. That's just how it is. But hey, that's why I say we really gotta really do better, and that's on the real, for real. Oh, I want to give a shout out to certain people. I'm not gonna call them out due to the respect I have for their privacy. But I want to give shout outs, thanks, and all my love to the people who are in my circle. Like I say, I'm not going to mention no names, but they know who they are. And please keep them lifted up in prayer, just like you want them to keep you lifted up in prayer. And like I say, none of us are perfect. We do have more issues than right on the Jet magazine, but at the same time, we should be striving for righteousness. We got to stay humble. We just got to treat people like we want to be treated. I mean, like I said, it's hard out here, true enough, but at the same time, we can really make it if we try.
Holla if you hear me.
Yeah, and I just want to say this too. I just want to say this. Stop getting all uptight about the words that come out of my mouth when you're watching this podcast, because I'm telling y'all the real facts. And like I said, and it might help you in the long run. But at the same time, while y'all concerned about what's coming out of my mouth, please be more concerned about what's really going on today. Especially the ones who robbing us by the gun, the ones who don't want us to have nothing, the ones who try to keep us down and oppressed. So, like I said, we really need to do better and come together so we can fight all this mess. I mean, they say it's nothing we can, it is what it is, no it's not. We can do something about it, but there's a lot of scared souls out there. And this is not the time to be afraid. This is a time when you gotta stand up. You gotta put your foot down. You gotta let the world know how you feel. Say what's real. Even though it might not bring mass appeal, but at the same time, whatever when you speak in your mind, you're not trying to make it comfortable for people. You letting them know how you really feel, and the same way they come at you, you got to come at them harder than hard. And on top of that too, they started all this chaos and this mess, and they can't even finish what they started, and that's a dang on shame. And also too, like I say, they always say that two wrongs never made it right. But me, it damn sure makes it even.
Holla if you hear me.
And plus, and this time I'm gonna call one person out. But it's not in the bad sense, this is a good sense. I wanna call out a friend of mine, Teresa Baker. I mean, she's been a good friend from day one. Her and her daughter, Ebony. They always have been good people. And I enjoy talking to them every chance I get, because let them know that our friendship is still valuable. And I just want to say this right here. The friends that you do have, treasure those moments. Because like a friend of mine said, good friends are hard to come by. And thank the Lord and be more appreciative and grateful for the ones who you have in your corner. Because he was right, good friends are hard to come by. And that is way beyond the quintessential truth.
Root.
Yes, Lord. But I'm going to say this right here too. Is sometimes we might have to cut some people off just to have peace. But a friend of mine was telling me too, like, there's a lot of people out here that don't have good intentions, and they will try to destroy you, and they try to be slick at the same time. But people like me know what time it is. If I know how slick they think they really are, I'll let them know. I don't have to tell them. I can show them better that they can be told that they cannot slick. They got to be careful who they be trying to slick like a can of oil, because guess what? They'll be the man, because it will backfire on them. It will backfire on the ones who, on those same people I was that same person who I called out earlier, Teresa Baker. I was telling her about that day when I decided to leave Atlanta, Georgia, and move to Burlington, North Carolina. I said that was one tough decision that I had to make. But at the same time, it was a decision that I'm glad I did make because, hey, sometimes a change of environment and change of scenery and just a change period can always be good. And life is what you make it. It could be grand or it can be a B-I-B-I-T. Yeah, so I choose mine to be grand. And I want to let y'all know too, also, to those who, like I said, those who like to go live or will want to go live, please let a brother know. I'll be glad to have you as my guest. I mean, come on now. I mean, I know a lot of people say they don't like to be on live. What you got to hide, yo? I mean, what you got to hide if you don't like to go live now? I mean, is the FBI after you? Or the CIA out to get you? Do you have a warrant? Do you owe somebody some money? What you got to hide? I mean, if you don't want to go live, I mean, I can respect that, but a lot of people say they don't like social media. That is true. But I'm gonna say this. There's a lot of them out there have a whole lot to hide. Whether you know it or not, they're not gonna tell you. But they got a lot to hide. But come on now. There's no need to hide. Because guess what? Y'all know the old saying.
Holla if you hear me.
You can run, but you can't hide. And like I said, whatever you try to hide, you will be found. And what's in the dark always come to light. Now, a lot of people got a lot of stuff to hide too because they know they done did some dirt in the past. And there's a lot of people out there looking for them. And they don't want to be seen. I can understand that, but at the same time, you made your bed. You need to lie in it. I mean, there's no need to try to hide now because the truth will come out. So I had to learn that the hard way, to be honest with you. I mean, it wasn't nothing. I mean, for real, I had to learn that the hard way, but it's all good. I learned, and I admitted, I acknowledged, and I corrected that mistake. But at the same time, too, I know I got to be held accountable for what I did, and I do have to answer to God. And I ask the Lord every day for forgiveness. So, like I said, none of us are perfect. If anything, we should be striving for better.
Holla if you hear me.
And that is true.
Talk to me. Say something.
But I do want to say this though. Now, like I said about that change, a change is always good, but I just want to say this too. I was telling a friend of mine too about when people move from another state. I mean, sometimes people do move for change and change for the better. But a lot of people, but I ain't gonna say all, but lots of people I've known and came across when they moved to other states or, to make that change, a lot of bridges was burned in the process. I mean, they not gonna tell you what they did, but like they say, the truth always do come out. But and I'm gonna tell you how it's known that they burn bridges. If you got the sense that God gave you, I mean, you don't even have to go to school for it, and you damn sure don't have to get a degree to get it. It's a course out here that they offer out here on the street. It's called
Body language.
Yeah, body language. If you know that body language, they can determine how a person really is. I mean, they can give you a good vibe or it can give you a bad vibe. And the ones who have the bad vibes, those are the ones those are the ones you can really pinpoint how they really are. But at the same time, just try, you gotta worry about yourself. Come on now, you can't be, you just can't. We are not on this earth to judge, but I know all that. But at the same time, but if you know for yourself and you know in your heart what you've been through and you know how people are, can't nobody tell y'all how y'all are supposed to feel on the real for real. You got some people that always try to tell you what you need to do, what you can't do. And then what really gets it, like I say, no disrespect to the men and women of God, but there's a lot of them out there that love to call others out and love to try to tell people how to live their life and try to preach the gospel or whatnot. But my question is this: how can you preach the gospel and try to lead by example if you can't even practice what you preach? That's my question right there. So before I let them know, before you start witnessing and trying to preach the gospel or whatever, make sure that you can practice what you preach, because guess what? You can be called out as well. And that's on the real for real. No jive. And then, like I said, thank God that a lot of people today are woke. And a lot of people are still not woke. And there's a lot of people that really need to wake up. But like I said, I think the ones who are woke, I had to get woke as well, because a lot of stuff we too blind to really see and tell what's really going on. It's a lot of people just accept stuff like it is what it is. No. Time out for all that settling. It's time for us to stand up, fight, and just stand up for something. Because if you don't stand up for something, you fall for anything. And me personally, I'm not the one who will fall. If I do, I'm gonna get back up and I'm coming back with a vengeance by any means necessary. And I do what's best for me and my people. I'm not saying, I say a lot of stuff and I don't try to make certain people feel comfortable. If anything, I don't look for comfortability, I look for respect. Now, that's one thing about it. I tell people, I can care less if somebody who likes me or who don't like me. I can care less about that. But what I do have a problem with is when they don't respect you. That goes a long way. And remember, it's not whether or not a person likes you or not. You should have a problem if they don't respect you. And there's a lot of people, you don't demand respect, you got to earn that. And then a lot of people that try to demand the respect, people don't respect them, because it's a right way and a wrong way for any and everything. And that's on the real for real. And people need to just sit back, take the time out, relax, and just be very observant, watch, listen, and pray. It's all right. It's all right to be obedient. It is all right to be righteous and take it one day at a time. But at the same time, practice what you preach. You'll be respected a lot more, because the ones that do all that jabber, those are the ones that can't bust a grape. They not about action, it's just all about talk. Action speaks louder than words. And that's on the real for real. Well, my session is up for this my time is up for this session. But I want to thank all the viewers who took the time to check out, view, and watch the Carlos Stargell show. And I want to thank all the viewers, first time, new, unique, and recurring viewers. And for those who haven't subscribed, And those who like to describe, hey, hit the like or that subscription bell.
And I really would appreciate it if you do.
But just to let y'all know, I don't know exactly what time I'll be back, but when I do, y'all will be notified. But until later on, y'all, God bless you. I love you. Y'all be good. Y'all take care of yourselves and each other. And by all means,
Please behave yourself.
and thank y'all so much for taking the time to check out, view, and watch the Carlos Stargell Show. Until later on, y'all,
Peace.
2 fingers, and I'm out of here like last year.
Later when you're straighter, y'all.